Yo, what is up, YouTube? Jay and Moses here, back with some more My Team content here on the Broth Cindy channel. I just wanted to do a quick lineup update, going through a couple of my agendas, and try and preview what I think is going to be coming this week in My Team now that we completed the legendary path for Shaquille O'Neal. But let's first dive into these agendas. I've been trying to grind out these same face new place agendas. I have not had time to look at any of the Showtime agendas. We have Eric Snow right here. We got Marcus Smart, who I'm pretty shocked that he's not point guard eligible. Same with Jordan Poole. Don't know why he's not point guard eligible. But a card who is point guard eligible is... oh my god, where is he? Jesus. There he is. Chris Paul. Chris Paul is point guard eligible, and I'm looking forward to having him hopefully lead my team to more domination wins and to level 40 so that I can get his replacement, Kyrie Irving. As of right now, I'm still really enjoying mostly playing offline. The only online I've really been playing is TT Online. You can see I'm 21-11 now. I was like 20-9, and then I was really focusing on getting my layups with John Starks, because you need 7 layups in multiplayer game modes with a point guard to get Chris Paul. Or at least to get one of the objectives that you need to get Chris Paul. But I'm not really playing clutch time, I mean, at all. 0-0. I haven't played any salary cap. I've not touched Unlimited. I've played a little bit of TT Online co-op with Harry. I don't know why it says 0 wins. I think Harry and I won at least one game. We may have quit out of a couple because of lag or whatever, but I don't really care about my record in any of these game modes. I may play salary cap just for fun, because I've heard a lot of people say that it's a fun game mode to play. I kind of wish I played it during that first weekend in my team where we had double XP present for this game mode, but I may just play it just to mess around with it, do a 5v5 game mode that's online, that's not unlimited or clutch time. Because I feel like clutch time and unlimited are where you're going to see the most sweats, especially in unlimited this weekend, where if you take a look here, you have double XP in unlimited all weekend. While we're on this home tab, I just wanted to quickly take you to this community hub. I can't show you this. I tried to show it on my laptop and it wasn't working. But if you go onto this tab and you scan the QR code with your phone, it'll pull up the My Team community hub. And if you scroll down to where it says upcoming schedule, the last bullet point, it says on September 25th, there's something cooking in My Team. And so there's going to be some speculation, I'm sure, from different YouTubers and other figureheads in the My Team community as to what exactly 2K is referencing. I'm not sure if they're trying to tease that they're bringing Steph Curry into the game. Maybe he's going to be the next Legendary Path Diamond, like a Shaq. I feel like that's going to be the move. I don't think the Legendary Path series is a one-off. That's what I think is going to happen. Maybe it's a James Harden, because, James Harden and Steph Curry are the only two people that I think the cook verb is associated with. But something else that's happening this week, and I'm not sure when. I'm going to try and be ahead of the curve and quick sell this player now before I find out that it could be tomorrow. The players that have been out from day one of My Team, including the 2K Day players that you may have packed if you pre-order the game and got a few packs, those players are going to see a reduction in their value, I believe, both on the player market and their quick sell value, I believe sometime this week. So the only auctionable player I have, I believe, besides LaFrance, who I could sell, but I feel like 2750 MT, how much more could he go down? I'd rather just keep him. But a player that I'm okay with quick selling is Paul Pierce. I have no room for him in my lineup. He's never been good for me. The release is too slow. Now I have Cam Whitmore and I have Ron Artest, and I like them both significantly more than I like Paul Pierce. I'm going to go ahead. I want to quick sell Paul Pierce. This should put me over 250K. So Paul Pierce, it's been real. My first Ruby, my best pull that I've gotten out of a pack opening this year. But with that said, Paul Pierce, adios. I like that they're making sure that I want to sell this card by giving me 3 prompts. But yes, he's gone. 28K added to our wallet. We're at 252K, which is really nice. I want to also very quickly comment on a couple of things here with the player and pack market before I get on out of here. You can see here that we have the Showtime box that dropped on Friday for 200, we'll call it 214k VC, right? If you wanted to, you can go to the player market and you can get all three of these amethysts here, the Julius Erving, the Vince Carter, and the AD. You can buy them all for, what is that, 36,000, 35,000 VC more than the price of a box. And unless you get insanely lucky, you're not going to be packing all three of these amethysts in your box. You'd be lucky to pack one. You're not going to be getting all three. And so it makes me wonder how viable pack openings are going to be going forward when you could get a box at 214k or get the three top end players in that set for 35k more. It just makes no sense to me why you would be ripping packs unless you just really enjoy ripping packs and getting scammed. I don't know, really up to you. Also, another thing that I really liked was that 2K brought down the initial price point for all these cards, which was at 175k MT, brought them all down to 140k. I was worried that when we saw these 91 overalls come out at an increased value, that meant that when diamonds eventually do hit the player market, that we're going to see them be some ludicrous price, and that opals and, I mean, dark matters when they come out could be hitting close to $1 million. This gives me a little more faith that maybe the prices for the higher tier cards won't be that ludicrous. I'm still hopeful that they'll find a way to decrease the amount of MT that you lose when you sell a player that you bought. Like right now, for example, I don't want to go and buy Dr. J and then risk not liking his release, because if I go to sell him, as you all know, you'll be losing 60% on your initial investment. And the number of people that I've seen playing with this Dr. J online in YouTube gameplays and on Twitch that have complained about his release are far more than I'm comfortable with seeing for a player that I've always really liked using in my team. So I will not be adding this Dr. J. I was contemplating adding this Anthony Davis, but I kind of want to wait and see what they drop tomorrow now that the legendary path for Shaq is over. Again, my prediction is going to be that we get Diamond Steph Curry as the new headliner for the legendary path series 2, or whatever they end up calling it. That is my guess. Is there anything worth opening for me in the pack market? I don't really think so. What is this? We get a promo pack. I guess we'll open that after we open up this unsellable pack. Wait, that's all I have for you right now. It is Sunday, roughly about 2 o'clock Eastern. That's a lit pull. 68 overall. Trace Jackson Davis. Great. It's 2 o'clock Eastern on Sunday. What is it? Sunday, September 24th. I'm not going to be here for about 4 to 5 days, starting towards the end of this week through early next week. And so I'll be trying to grind as much domination as I can to try and get my XP up before I'm gone. I'm not at level 40 yet, but I'm not that nervous about hitting it like I was earlier. You know, this series where I'm going through what I'm doing in my team, you know, in the past when I would play Madden, the title that I would have for the series was the Blueprint series, because it'll be me developing my blueprint towards making a somewhat competitive team as someone who isn't really investing a ton of time or a ton of money. You know, you see a lot of people that'll do no money spent series, and the thing with no money spent series, while, you know, whether you're on the side of no money spent is really difficult this year in my team due to the lack of an auction house, or you're on the side of no money spent is viable, you have to spend a lot of time. I just think that I stand on the side that it takes a lot of time if you want to do no money spent. And so for me, I want to put content out there that shows how you hopefully can thrive. We'll see if I can, but you hopefully can thrive in the MyTeam game mode, playing as a more casual player. I'm not spending money on the game really outside of the $10 a season for the Pro Pass, and I don't even know if I'm going to get it every single season going forward, but I figure at least for the first couple I will. And I'm not dumping an ungodly amount of hours into this game mode. I mean, if I was, I wouldn't be level 23 for crying out loud. So I'm definitely behind everyone else. I'm probably below average. I feel like the average player in my team right now is probably at level, like, at least, what, 30 or 35. I'm at level 23. I'm hoping to get to level, you know, 25 to 30, somewhere in that range by the end of the day. Probably closer to 25 than 30. But I just want to put content out that shows that even if you don't play this game religiously like the no money spent players do, and even if you're not spending money every single week on, you know, top end cards or on packs to get the top end cards to then play online and get wins, you know, through that route, that you can still hit level 40. That's all I'm trying to accomplish here. And I like that, again, I can kind of play casually, go at my own pace. I get a gold out of a promo pack. Oh my god, I got a 70. This is why you don't rip packs, guys. You just don't do it. It's not worth it. But I just want to show that it's possible. That's it. With that said, I'm going to go on to Domination. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to end the stream that I'm on right now, twitch.tv/BrothsND. Come and check us out. We play hopefully more and more 2K as the months go on. We play a good amount of other games like Pokemon Unite, story-based games. Come check us out. Until then, thank you for watching. Appreciate you. I'll see you later.